win the AFC East. Hey, man, I'm never going to say the JETS chant, but yeah, I really do believe the Jets are going to go a long, long way.
All right. But, I mean, perfect segue for our next topic. Aaron Rodgers re-signed with the New York Jets. Takes a pay cut. Now, I made a statement months ago, obviously, when Aaron Rodgers was traded to the Jets and when the talks were happening. I explicitly said if the Packers don't at least get one first-round pick, they will have been fleeced in this move. They kind of got a first-round pick. Here are the trade details. Packers received the 13th overall pick of the first round this past year in 2023. They got a second-round pick this past year. They got a sixth-round pick this year or last year. And they've got a conditional 2024 second-round pick, which I believe will turn into a first if Aaron Rodgers plays a certain amount of games. So you can kind of bank that, I guess, as a first-round pick. But the Jets received Rodgers. They received the 15th overall pick. So basically the Jets and Packers just swapped their first-round picks this past year. And they got a fifth-round pick. I said this from the beginning. I said it's insanely crazy for anybody to think that Aaron Rodgers is only going to spend a year in New York. This is like, and now he's re-signed, and now I think his contract is upwards of like 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. It could be even longer. I don't exactly. I know they just kind of like push the money aside, which they always do, but this is possibly a 2 to 3 year thing. And for the Packers to only walk away with really one first-round pick, and if we believe the Jets are going to win the division or at the bare minimum be in the playoffs, that means that pick is going to most likely be anywhere from 17 to 32. That's you. The Green Bay Packers got fleeced, people. Open your eyes. They had what the Jets wanted in Aaron Rodgers, and they basically just gave him away for a box of candy. I don't understand how they give away their 15th overall pick and not walk away with 2 first rounders this year, a first rounder next year, and a second rounder somewhere else. How this blows my mind how this happened. We all expect Rodgers to not fall off a cliff. That's what the Jets believe. So if the Jets believe that, then what the hell are you willing to give up? So you basically dangle the carrot in front of them and you say you want Aaron Rodgers? Give us your best offer. Isn't that what the Portland Trailblazers are doing right now with Damian Lillard? But and everybody's on the Portland Trailblazers side now saying, yeah, get as much as you can. But when Aaron Rodgers was getting traded, people were saying, no, the Packers have to give him up. How is that different? They both have contracts that are above 1 year. Both are making an insane amount of money, Lillard and Rodgers. How is that different? It's not. So for people to sit here and say the Packers got a good return are fucking idiots, man. They're idiots. I don't see how, and I feel like I don't remember what your opinion on it was months ago. If you believe the Packers got fleeced, but it's so what? Yeah, what was your opinion on it, and what did it change?
For a long time, I remember we had this debate with John here. My take on it was the Jets had all the leverage. I really did believe Packers had to move him regardless, or else that contract stays. You have to pay him, and he's not playing for you. I think it was the best move for them to move on from him. But package-wise, for what you're trading and a top 5 quarterback of all time, top 5 quarterback of all time, you didn't get what you actually deserved.
No.
And that's the thing. That's where I say it's Aaron Rodgers played this all into his favor. He wanted the Jets to have the most, assets as possible so they can make the Jets a better team when he gets there. And the way he played the game with the Packers was, all right, I'm not playing. You still have to pay me. I want to go. You're gonna have to trade me regardless of what. And then he's, now he dangles this in front of them saying, I might retire. I was 90% away from retiring. So the Jets aren't trading all these picks for a guy that was just thinking was full blown into retirement, you know?
He
So the
never
Packers
was,
kind
though.
of had their hands exactly, but the Packers had their hands tied behind their backs. And they're like, all right, so this guy, we got to trade him.
So that was your opinion then. I don't believe that. I don't believe that they had their hands tied behind their back. I feel like they were in the catbird seat and they could have said, okay, go ahead and retire, because he never was going to retire. He was not 90% away from retirement. That is a bull-faced lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I've grown to like Aaron Rodgers over the past 5 or 6 years, but that's a lie. You lied. Okay. You were not 90%. This guy had over $100 million left on his contract to get. There was no 90% walk away. Okay. It was always, I want to play and I'm just going to use the leverage to get what I want, I should say. The Packers should have said, we'll eat your contract. Or if you really are about that and want to retire, go ahead and retire, and then your contract is frozen. Mm-hmm. I don't see how the Packers don't walk away with more than basically one late first-round pick next year.
No, absolutely. I don't know how that – I don't know how they just didn't get more. You could have had more first-round picks. I mean, you look at the packages that some people get for quarterbacks that they trade, and you're trading that's the perfect example. That's the recent one. But you're trading Aaron freaking Rodgers. And all you got was the 13th and 42nd overall pick. Forget the 6th rounder. Hopefully it becomes something. Yeah. And then you get a conditional 2nd round.
And you have to give up a first-round pick. You have to give up a first round. What? I'm giving you Aaron Rodgers, and I have – what? Never heard that in my life. Yep. I'm giving you an asset that is going to make you an instant playoff contender and possible title contender, and I have to give up my first-round pick? What, am I making you basically take him? No, you want – that made no sense to me whatsoever.
So, well, and here we are. Packers are starting – excuse me. Packers are starting Jordan Love, and now it remains to be seen if John's takes on Jordan Love actually come to fruition. Is Jordan Love going to be a guy for the Green Bay Packers? Is he going to be a stud? And maybe the Packers can actually compete in their division. Yeah. I don't believe it. No. But I think the Packers just made the Jets a Super Bowl contender overnight.
A lot of people do believe that. A lot of Jets fans. All right. Next up, Justin.